Last year saw a notable improvement in demand from retail occupiers for premises across Northern Ireland, with several new entrants opening stores during 2015, including Skechers, Yours Clothing, Shoe Kids, Oak Furnitureland, Five Guys, Warren James and Michael Kors. The retail core in Belfast city centre saw over 30 new lettings being signed in 2015, totalling over 100,000 square foot between them. Established retailers have also expanded their portfolios across Northern Ireland, with notable flagship openings last year from Harvey Norman, Jack & Jones, DW Sports and others. Although the better performing high streets, shopping centres and retail parks in Belfast were the main beneficiaries, there were tentative signs of recovery evidenced in the secondary and provincial locations also. We expect to see a continuation of this trend in 2016, with several retailers planning expansion programmes and a number of new entrants seeking premises in the region, including Greggs and Stradivarius, who are expected to open new stores during the first half of this year. The biggest challenge in the retail sector this year will be securing stores for retailers in many of the most highly sought after schemes and high streets, considering that many of these are now at or close to full occupancy. We therefore expect to see upward pressure on prime retail rents over the course of the next 12 months, with prime Zone A high street rents in Belfast expected to reach £150 per square foot by year end. We also expect to see some further growth in retail rents in prime shopping centres and high streets this year. Although we believe that we will increasingly see signs of retail recovery filtering down to provincial locations over the course of the next 12 months, we are not anticipating rental growth other than in prime locations. Whilst we do not envisage speculative development in the retail sector, we do expect to see increased focus on refurbishment and extensions over the course of the next 12 months, following the trend of occupiers such as Next, who are in the midst of extension and relocation programmes on their stores at Newton Abbey, Bangor, Newry and Enniskillen. As is generally the trend in Northern Ireland, we anticipate strong investor appetite for prime retail investment opportunities that are offered for sale over the course of the next 12 months. Many of those investors that purchased retail investments over the last few years have now started to implement asset management strategies. Indeed, the ownership structure of the retail market in Northern Ireland is now radically different to what it once was, with specialist retail landlords breathing new life into retail schemes throughout the province. We expect to see continued lease regearing activity occurring in the retail market during 2016. Although we're confident about activity in the retail sector of the property market this year, following significant rates reductions in the majority of high streets and shopping centres and increased consumer confidence, it does remain to be seen what impact proposed welfare cuts and public sector reform will have on consumer spending patterns and retail sales activity if they materialise as expected. Proposed changes to the living wage, which are due to come into effect this April, are also likely to impact on the retail sector of the economy.